the gunmen of Aden to keep saying sorry as fighting raged in the Yemeni port of Aden this last week. The BBC's Orla Guerin made a brief visit from nearby Djibouti. Here she describes her journey in a local cargo boat and attends meeting the local militia, which is defending the city against attackers from the north. As we lined up in front of our rusting boat, a colleague, who was staying behind, decided to take a photo. "Thanks," I said. "Nice to have a picture of the team." "It's not for that," he replied. "If anything goes wrong, it will help identify your bodies by your clothing." We were all well aware of the risks of entering this particular war zone, and our trip was meticulously planned, but suddenly the intense African heat turned cool. We said our goodbyes and climbed on board for a 21-hour voyage from Djibouti to Yemen. On paper it was the perfect cruise, calm blue seas, constant sunshine, and the occasional passing dolphin. The crew served us hot sweet tea and flatbread for breakfast, and fish straight from the Gulf of Aden for dinner. Alas, we had company from a small army of cockroaches, but we had chartered a boat normally used for livestock. It was plain sailing until we neared the southern port of Aden, where there had been another round of Saudi air strikes that morning. A sudden gunshot had us diving for cover. It came from a vessel full of heavily armed men, in traditional Yemeni wrap-around skirts and flip-flops. One started waving the rocket-propelled grenade in our direction. They demanded that everyone on board line up on deck. Couldn't be pirates, I thought. We were too near land, and Somali pirates are not the threat they used to be thanks to the presence of international warships in these waters. Since our visitors didn't identify themselves, we did. "Sahafa BBC," we shouted, BBC journalists. Once they heard that, they lowered their weapons and rushed forward offering profuse tea.